So today we're going to be talking about writing an opening statement and ultimately preparing to win. So there are some very important strategies you guys need to be aware of in order to be effective in this upcoming debate. So the purposes of an opening statement. Now you guys all have access to this case. Everyone in the room will know the major events. However, it's very important that you and your team list the major events that are important to your side of the case. So tell us the who, what, where, and why. List who was involved. And then in a very clear way, you want to identify the key issues in the case that you're going to be targeting, because that's going to help the audience follow you, and that is going to prepare them for what you're looking to contest throughout the entire debate. And ultimately, your opening statement should arouse the interest of the audience and influence them to favor you. And that is absolutely critical. Now, also during the opening statement, you're going to want to build a rapport with the judge and the audience in the room. And you do this by speaking to them as intelligent people. And you want to communicate your genuine belief in your side of the argument. So if you're representing Dana Kendall, you want the people listening to you to sincerely believe that you think she's innocent, and vice versa. And ultimately, you're trying to build a bond with everyone watching the debate, but you do that with some very key strategies like eye contact, projecting your voice, and speaking in a very clear way. And also your choice of words will help you to build that rapport with everyone watching. So members of the defense, you guys will have the same task. However, you'll have the disadvantage of going second. So you may not necessarily need to lay out all of the events because they've already been stated, and you'd simply be repeating what the other team had stated. So it's very important that you apply the same rapport building strategies, but your goal is to alert the audience to the other side of the case, your side of the case. And you do that by pointing out major areas of doubt. And this should create curiosity for everyone in the room. So you want to look at what's wrong with the case, and you want to alert people because you're going to be revisiting those things later on. And you want to be strong and show conviction and believe that you will win this case by proving your argument. And you do that by asserting yourself at this time. So during the opening statement, essentially you are creating a persuasive piece of writing, similar to an essay or other pieces of writing you may make in your English class. But your goal is to convince the moderator that your side is the correct side of the argument. Now, in doing so, you want to be very clear and you want to present the entire case essentially in an outline format. So you want to state who are your witnesses, what those witnesses will prove, what is your team's goal for the debate, and what is your team's plan for the debate. And it's okay to be specific and mention the names of the witnesses and what you hope to achieve by using them. All right, so here's a step-by-step guide to writing the opening statement. First thing you want to do is to create an outline of the story you want to tell. You can do this in point form, but I want you to picture the story that you would like a member of the audience to hear. And secondly, while doing this, you want to appeal to the emotions of the audience. You want to make the characters you're talking about sound endearing and create sympathy for your client at the same time. So for example, if I'm a member of the prosecution, maybe I would want to do something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanessa Foley was a young woman with her entire life ahead of her. She was a student in college with a love of cars and racing. There is no disputing that she had a history of partaking in racing. However, on the night of this incident, there were two people involved, and who pulled up to the line at Main and Gardner. The accused Dana Kendall knew full well what she was getting herself into, and despite what the defense might tell you, we are going to prove that she knew what she was getting herself into. So next, you're going to want to propose your theory. So tell the audience what you're going to prove, and then very briefly explain how you are going to prove it. You want to introduce the witnesses and any evidence. You want to be very calm and relaxed, and you want to finish with a major point. Say something that is memorable so that everyone remembers it throughout the debate. All right, and finally some tips for you guys. Number one, you got to practice. After you write this thing, try and memorize parts of it, really get to know it, imagine yourself saying it, and practice, practice, practice. Also, every member of your team should be contributing to writing the opening statement because it has such a tremendous impact on the debate overall. You're setting the stage for the entire debate, which could affect your peers. Be yourself when you're up there. Be relaxed, be calm, and enjoy yourself. And if you have to, reread the entire case and know your facts, because misstating something at this point could really hurt your credibility and have a major impact on the debate. So have fun, get together with your teammates, and try your best. Look forward to hearing what you guys come up with.
I'm gonna teach you how to sing it.